Marcellus, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to put this nose back on because I'm a clown.
That nose don't want none of you.
I am a clown.
Homie the clown.
Homie the clown.
I'm here to tell you Belichick is the greatest of the greatest of the greatest, and he's more powerful and he's greater than Brady.
Oh, look, I'm not taking anything away from Belichick the Great, the GOAT. But he's in a different lane than Tom Brady. They shouldn't even be in the same race. Coach, player. But we're going to combine it because we're going to do some TV right here. We're going to end this barbershop argument, right? So who is the greater of the two?
Yep.
It's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady for simple reasons. One, let's isolate the variables. Have we ever seen Tom Brady away from Bill Belichick? No. Have we ever seen Bill Belichick away from Tom Brady? Yes. Oh, how did he look without Tom Brady? I hate to say this, but America, Bill Belichick was a losing coach. Oh, damn. Is that true? Is that fact? Everybody on Google right now. No way Bill Belichick lost more games than he won before Tom Brady. Oh, yes, he did. So now we get him with the marriage of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and now we see what's occurred. This success, this resume, is in part because he found the greatest quarterback of all time. And what he found in him is not the greatest talent. He found the greatest sheriff that any coach could ever find in terms of materializing your message. Every coach has a scheme. Every coach has a philosophy. Every coach goes out there and yells at us to it's white noise. But when you got the granddaddy of all sheriffs in Tom Brady, who not only could ball, but enforced that message to everyone. Case in point, Belichick says something to the team, and like every other team, there's someone in there sleeping, someone in there texting, someone in there nodding off and like, whatever, man, I heard that before. And then Tom Brady does one of these and looks forward. It's like a Kobe Bryant moment. When Kobe looks at them players, them boys get in line. And that's what he got in Tom Brady. That's why he is the greatest of all time and greater than even his coach, because he enforces everything that's the culture and Patriot way.
Whew. What can I say? Do I get anything to say? Can I say anything now? You know what? I agree and I disagree. I think that, and you know, I always say this. I say they need each other. They really do. When you look back at Belichick's career, yes, he didn't start off great. He was a losing coach at Cleveland. But when he got to the Patriots with an owner that really trusted him and kind of gave him the reins, things changed for him. It really did. True. He was winning with Drew Bledsoe. He didn't got to the Super Bowl, but that's when he got hurt and Tom Brady stepped in. Yeah. So you got to say that with Tom Brady, it's made him that much better, and vice versa. You know, Tom Brady's the player. He's the guy that's out there taking the hits, that's reading the coverages, throwing the football, most definitely. But you still have to have that guy, that coach, that's making the right decision. As you saw yesterday, he made Tyreek Hill almost disappear. You know, he made Travis Kelce almost disappear, you know, as a defensive coordinator. I mean, so they work hand in hand great together. So, like I said, I agree with you and I disagree, but you know.
You got to get off that fence, though, ED. Pick one.
Hey, if you had to choose one, who would you choose?
Come on, ED.
If you're starting a franchise,
start a franchise. You know, I'm going to have to say this here. I got to go with the players. I'm a player. I got to go with Tom Brady. Isn't that tough? Isn't it tough? Ain't it tough?
It's tough,
It's tough, man.
I'm telling you, man, a coach can make the player in a way, and the player can make the coach.
Right, exactly.
I'm telling you, man, because I've seen it. I mean, we went through it. It's crazy because a coach can actually – you can be a good player. You can be a great player, and you can have great attributes and skills, but you're raw. You know what I'm saying? But you're a raw player. But then a coach come along, and then he gets you the technique. He gets you the form and the breakdown of what you're supposed to do, and this is how you do it. I mean, it's a sensei. Like, you need that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't go like hand in glove. You know what I'm saying? It's like the hand in the glove. But
if you had to choose one,
man, it's hard.
If you had to choose one,
I'm gonna rescind. I'm gonna go with Belichick. I'm taking that back. I'm going Belichick. Retraction.
Well, hey, I'm gonna go with Tom because right now he's Goku and everybody else is Vegeta. Just being honest. You know, somebody got to send over somebody.
Let's keep it real on Belichick and this defense. The personnel over the past 20 years has all changed. And every time they get into the playoffs, they figure out a way to embarrass the other team for the most part with that defense. And Andy Reid is a really good regular season coach and a really good offensive innovator. Belichick just put. I'm not the only one wearing this clown suit. I'm wearing it for Andy Reid and Bob Sutton and a bunch of other people that Belichick clown. I just happen to be the biggest clown because I wasted my money and got emotional and just.
You went here. You went with your heart. Yeah. You went with your heart.
You went with Vegas. You went with
That's what I'm saying.
In Vegas, you gonna spend it. You gonna spend it. Like, look, here's the thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The thing about Belichick, there's no doubt he's the greatest defensive coordinator we've ever seen. Now, he's elevated to become the greatest head coach of all time. But when you're talking about how does that materialize into you have the greatest dynasty of all time, you need more than just a great defense. And what he has found is I can have – he started in Lawrence Taylor, so let's respect that he had some troops out there. And then you took that to Brewski and Willie McGinnis and all these great talents, Rodney Harrison. Like, these had guys, and he still has guys. Stephon Gilmore's a beast. You should know that. Josh Norman as well, playing in that position. Here's the thing. The messaging, what is Belichick's greatest quality beyond being a great D coordinator? The extraction of your talents and your abilities to maximize who you are. Case in point, Wes Welker goes to San Diego, undrafted. Who's Wes Welker in San Diego? Y'all remember Wes? No? Okay. Miami.
No.
If you were doing some analysis, you knew of Wes Welker in Miami. All of a sudden he gets to New England, not on the defensive side of the ball, he becomes a household name. Julian Edelman now is in the conversation of Hall of Fame candidacy.
As well he should.
So these things are happening because of the extraction of talent. But who's making them household names? And I'm giving you offensive side players because of Tom Brady and his greatness. I'm not on the fence with it. If you make me pick, it's Tom Brady.
Look, man, you can bring any wide receiver in there. You got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
What they gonna
I might have to go back. I'm going to go back to Tom Brady.
I'm telling you, that's just what he is. I know why you got on clown suit. I know why you feel bad. I mean, you got your place playing in the dirt. You know what I mean? That's just what happens when you go against Bill Belichick and his 5 rings. That's supposed to happen. Yeah. But you can't ever do that.
He took a guy, they played a guy yesterday that had played 39 defensive snaps in the regular season. This Keon Crossing. Mm-hmm. This was some kid that wasn't even a factor.
Yeah.
They throw him on, he's one of their fastest guys. They throw him on Tyreek Hill. That's Belichick, man, with
a double team, which is Belichick.
Yeah. With another,
which is Belichick.
I think Crossing may have been undrafted, and the other guy was like a 7th-round pick, something like that. That's Belichick. They're putting in Peter King's piece today. They put in 8 new offensive plays at 11 a.m. yesterday morning and used 5 or 6 of them. That's Belichick and the culture he's created that they can even handle that. They put a clown.
You're making my point now, because preparation is the separation. You get caught up in the results, as you should. But what it is that culture, that climate where Tom Brady's sitting in that same meeting room with all these guys, team meeting room, and people understand you have to work as a Patriot. The Patriot way is not because of Belichick. It's because of the sheriff. It's because of the enforcer.
You're giving the underboss the credit for John Gotti is still the boss, but not Sammy the Bull, the underboss. But Tom Brady's the underboss.
It's the same thing, right?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You've got Belichick over here, the defense. You got Tom Brady on offense. They working together. Yeah. If the defense don't do their job, Tom Brady has to even work that much harder. If Tom Brady don't do his job, the defense got to work that much harder.
Right.
It's work in hand. That's why it's so hard to pick one, because they're hand in hand. I don't think this would be the same Patriots football team if Belichick wasn't there or if Brady wasn't there.
Right.
It wouldn't be, but they are.
But we got to give credit to where credit's due.
Right, and go back to your point where you were saying they put the fast guy on Tyreek Hill. They was eliminate Tyreek Hill in the first place. They already saw what he was doing in the films before. Like, Tyreek Hill, only way he's going to beat you is over the top. If you could take that away from him, then what you going to do? But we knew that going into it when you just sit here and watch film.
Tyreek Hill had a big game in their regular season game, and they came back with a strategy that put him out of this game. Let me give you if you had a choice, let's go to the wire then, since you don't want to go.
Yeah, give me some
real mob.
Hold on.
Avon Barksdale or Stringer Bell? Who you riding with?
God,
Avon Barksdale.
Stringer Bell. See, I'm different, though. I'm different like that. And plus, that's been a long time. I got to recap. I don't know which one.
Stringer Bell's the underboss, man.
The smooth one.
Tom,
No.
Bill Belichick sets the table for everything. Man.
Every time we go into a new team setting, it happens in every sport on every team. Whoever is the Don Dada as the player, whoever is the one. I played on team, every team I've been on, it was Bruce Smith and Thurman Thomas on one team and Andre Reed. Then you go to Junior Seau. Coach can say what he wants to say. He puts us in a position to do it. But who's enforcing that? And it's that inner discipline that comes from you, and then it's that intradiscipline that comes from that sheriff. Because after a while, we've seen great coaches before. If Belichick is almighty, how come he can't touch every single player? But Tom Brady is...
He does.
No. There's some players that have not been so great with Bill Belichick. Ocho Cinco wasn't great with Bill Belichick.
Couldn't learn the system.
I thought if it was all Belichick, he could just make that happen.
Ocho Cinco was like 55 when he got to New England.
But look, I'm saying Tom Brady is the one that beyond the field, because it's really the preparations, the separation. It's in those meeting rooms. It's when you got to take it seriously, when you can't say anything to the media. It ain't because Belichick just going to sit there and dog curse you or cut you. It's also because your peers, that positive peer pressure starts at the top, and the top there is Tom Brady.
I got it. I know who it is. Forget all that. I know exactly who it is.
Bob Kraft.
Robert Kraft.
I was going to say
Robert
Kraft.
Kraft. That's what it starts at the top. You say the top.
Yeah,
It starts at Robert
it
Kraft.
is.
I mean,
Kraft
come on, man.
There's so many great owners without one single...
Well, hold on, Marcellus. Hold on, Marcellus.
Trophy.
I'm going to say...
No,
Eric's not completely wrong.
No.
The guys only owned the team for 25 years. They just celebrated the anniversary. 25 years and 9 Super Bowl appearances. You got to give Kraft some of that credit.
Oh, absolutely.
And so when you're sitting there saying, hey, Bob Kraft, Belichick has to run that decision. We're going with Brady over Drew Bledsoe. Bob Kraft is a guy that signs off on that.
Ownership, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not arguing with you guys, but we still got to keep a pecking order here. And Bob Kraft, Columbia alum, you know I love him, so I'm trying to put him at number one. But there are a lot of great owners who give the proper resources and support and still don't see the results. So that's all I'm saying. And that get out the way. There's a lot of great owners without one Lombardi trophy.
Yeah.